So hey, what's up guys, Box here and welcome back to another episode of the Moto GP 20 career mode. So if you missed the last episode, go check it out. We had a fantastic race and some great late race pace, so we managed to climb up the order a little bit, 3 places up for Aprilia and ourselves in the championship. We're still gaining R&D points, and I've just realised we haven't got staff on research. That is annoying, so get them on that. But we did get our engine upgrade, of course, so that's good for us. The next engine upgrade is low and medium speeds here. That's what we need, 3,000, so that's good. Got 4,000 development points here now for the frame, so we're going to go for this bit here. So we'll get these guys on that. We'll develop that node in the R&D tree, so just get 4 members of staff on it. Sweet, so there we go. 8 weeks until that bit of the frame is done. 2,000 development points here. We need to keep increasing that, and then 3,000 needed here. So I mean, yeah, we're spreading our development nicely, so we just keep it ticking along really. So we've got a new data analyst proposition here, but I'm just happy doing what we're doing at the minute. So let's head into the next weekend, which is the French Grand Prix at Le Mans. Right then, here we are down on the grid. We are straight into qualifying. Decided not to do free practice today. I feel a lot more used to the bike now, and you really gain minimal research data from that. But maybe I'll bring it back in a few episodes time. But for this particular episode, Le Mans, I'm confident just to go out here today. So let's see what we can do then. Opening lap. Gonna have to go for a fair few laps, I think, here. So let's go on the power and see what we can do on this opening lap here at the Le Mans circuit. So we've gone fastest overall in the second and third sector. Hopefully we don't get held up by Benaya here coming through the final few corners. We don't really, so that's okay. Pick up a bit of a toe as well as we run to the line now. Second clear in qualifying 1. Now that's good. See if we can maintain that pace over the course of the next session. I mean, I'm going to head back to the pit anyway. Don't know why I'm holding up Benai, but let's return to the pit. See what the times are. We might have really good pace around here. We have got an upgrade on the bike as well, which helps. Half a second clear of Aleix. That's good, that's good. I'm fairly confident we can get into Q2 now. So let's just skip on to the end of the session. That last engine upgrade might have helped us out a little bit. Half a second clear, not bad. I will take that. 30.6. This means we can now push in Q2 to try and get a better result. Our bike upgrades finally pulling through. I don't know whether the bike upgrades carry across to our teammates. That would be interesting to know. I have a feeling they don't, which is why all of a sudden we've managed to, you know, gain half a second, because we improved maximum power on our engine. So we're both through anyway. Right then, we're heading out onto the track for Q2. I've skipped right to the end of the session. There's literally like a couple of minutes left. Yeah, a couple of minutes left. So, by looks of it, Marquez has set a 30.4, and that's Marc Marquez. So, let's see. We did 30.6, or was it 30.7? So, we could be on for a top 6 qualifying position, front 2 rows. That'd be fantastic. So, let's see what we can do then on our Q2 lap with a few minutes left in the session. 3/10 off them in the first sector. We're in a little bit wide then at the exit of that corner there, braking just before the shark banner above our heads into turn 7, getting a little bit wide on exit. We were 3/10 off in that first sector. What is it now? Half a second off. 0.6 of a second off in that sector. Maybe we just did a fluky lap in Q1 and we're able to find so much pace, but let's see what the lap time is. It's the last 2 sectors where we gained a lot of time in Q1. So let's see through the last corner then. Gonna come across the line. 30.8. Yeah, it was the last sector where we gained a lot of time. 6th place. End the session here. Front 2 rows. Yeah, look at that. Not a bad quali. We've got good pace at Le Mans, actually. Look at that. 3 turns quicker than our teammate. Not bad at all. So, taking a look at tyre compounds, it is going to be a soft front and a soft rear from me. I'm not going to well, I'll put an extra lap of fuel in. And it's 2nd row of the grid. What's everyone else gone for? A few mediums out there. A few softs. I've elected for soft because in the past we've gone for a medium and the tyres have been too cold. So I'm just going to have to look after the tyres a little bit and conserve tyre life if we need to. But we're on the front 2 rows. We've never been this high up on the grid before. Let's see what we can do off of the line then. Our upgraded Aprilia engine. I don't know if our teammates have got it, but we've got it. But we're still being swamped off of the line. It looks like the Honda, Ducati and Yamaha still have way better acceleration. Our teammate hits the deck. What happened behind? And oh, the Suzuki out wide. There's Zarco down. There's Nakagami down. We're being swamped. Iannone's come up the grid. We've gone from 6th to 12th over the line. Not great. Ooh, a little bit of contact with Morbidelli there. Gonna go 3 wide here with our teammate as well. Here we go then on the brakes. Coming up into P8 up the inside of Maverick Vinales. We close in again on the brakes into turn 9. Chuck it in or Ducati up our inside there. So our new engine power is helping with top end speed. It's not helping with acceleration, but that's our next upgrade. Low to medium speed is our next improvement in the engine, which is underway shortly, but we're getting a bit of a cutback on Jack Miller. Back into P7. And at the end of lap number 1, we ended up losing 1 position overall, which is good. So, half a second off. Marquez leads from Valentino Rossi. Got to look after the tyres. I'm glad I didn't go for medium because our soft tyres are a little bit cold as well. I'm sure that will soon change. We've got Franco Morbidelli behind on the Petronas Yamaha. I'm trying to find a way back through on Crutchlow. I think the AI are a little bit weak here at Le Mans as well. So I'll take advantage of that because there are tracks like the Kimi Ring and Brno where they're really strong. So it sort of balances out over the season. So I'll take this up the inside. There we go, into P6 up the inside of the Honda there. Next up is the Suzuki of Alex Rins. But Crutchlow comes back. Look at the straight line speed from the Honda. He's just not as good as on the brakes as we are. We're a little bit more committed on the entry and on the brakes. So again, refocusing, trying to find a way past Alex Rins. Nothing we could do there. Quartararo's in 4th place there on the Petronas. Again, closing up on the brakes. And then again, let the power go. Fast up of the race from Marc Marquez, who's dominating. He's pulled away massively and we're on to the back of Rins. Oh, running a little bit wide. Zarco with the fastest lap, 31.4 on the Ducati. And Quartararo goes down, trying to navigate our way through. Quartararo down. Ho, mistake from the Frenchman. His home Grand Prix will not be happy with that. I've run deep as well. Got a little bit excited there. But a crash early on lap number 3 in the race. Quartararo won't be happy with that. But we're on to the back of Rins now. Battling for 4th place. It's all about maintaining the tyre life as well. Can we look after the tyres as well as push? We're hitting these braking points nice and consistently here. Riding very smooth today, I like it. Bit of power mode 2. Can we go for an overtake? We can close in on the brakes. Whoa! Picked up a bit of light damage there from hardly anything as we're trying it round the outside. We're through anyway. Not bad. I've got a bit of damage to contend with, but It might stop us closing up to the podium runners, Dovi and Valentino. This is a bit of a surprise result for us, but we're going across the line. Crutchlow right behind us, who's lost, well, he's got overtaken Rins. I've got aero damage, so look, Crutchlow is already onto the back of us, but he's backing out of it. I've not got the mid-corner grip anymore. Braking at the top of the hill into turn 3, a little bit deep on the entry into 4, and that means, oh, Maverick down. Disappointing for Yamaha. Maybe they'll be after a new rider. You can look at us. Acona down as well on the Tech 3, not good. I've got a little bit of light damage to contend with as well. Into 7, a little bit deep. Try and get a cut, bit of a different exit to Crutchlow, see if we can get onto the back of him. We're good on the brakes, just not in straight line speed, and Crutchlow out wide. Oh, Crutchlow, what happened to him there? We didn't entirely run him out of road, but we were being a bit aggressive up the inside, but I don't think that was my fault. Right then, into turn 9, we've closed up on Valentino Rossi actually. And either our engine upgrade is working wonders here, or the AI are just a little bit weak at Le Mans. I have found this in previous seasons, to be honest. But like I say, it bounces out over the course of the season, so I'll take it for now. Out the final corner, then come across the line. Half a second off Valentino. Rins behind us now on the Suzuki. I'm not too worried about him, and we close up on the Doctor now. This is going to be good for our championship. Didn't expect this. But like I say, I'm not looking forward to like Brno and tracks like that. A little bit deep into turn 6 anyway. We could get our first podium here today. I've just come to that realisation. Look, we're all over the back of Valentino. He's struggling with the rear tyre. Has he got mediums in? We have to remember, of course, we're on the soft tyres, so later on in the race, these guys might come back at us. That might be why we've got this pace. But we almost, wow, we go clean around the outside of Valentino there. Perfect. Gonna start using up some of this extra fuel now if I can. I'll use it at the start of the next lap. Would be good to see if we... Oh, I'm gonna have to back off the accelerator right then, because I accidentally cut the corner, but I did lift completely off the throttle for a few seconds there, so didn't gain any time. Don't think we lost too much time either, so that's okay. Balances out. Anyway, into the final 2 corners. A little bit wide at 13. Bring it back for a half decent exit, and now power mode 2. Let's go for power mode 2 for the first half of this lap, see if we can close him down. 1.8 to Dovi. Can we close him down? Let's see. We've got Valentino behind, Rins behind Valentino as well, so we've got some quick riders, very quick riders behind us, so let's see if we can try not to make a mistake and keep the pace up. A little bit wide on exit there. Braking down the hill into the chapel here. Oh, there's a crash. Who is it? Brad Binder's down. Oh, look, we just can't grip on exit. Miller's behind us now. Valentino dropping off the pace. Has he got damage or something? Is he fuel saving? I don't know. Miller's coming through though. He's got to watch out for him. He's quick as well. Still the gap's 1.8 to Dovizioso, so this is good. We're in at Dovi's pace with the Ducati, so I'm going to drop the fuel mode down to 1 now because we've used up a fair amount of fuel, so we should have enough to go to the end now. We've just got to keep pushing, but this could be a fantastic result here if we can make it into 3rd place. A little bit wide on exit, but we've closed in on Dovi by a few tenths. I've got Jack Miller all over the back of me as well, so if I make mistakes like that, it's going to cost us. He's all over the back of us. He could be the one to ruin our podium here today. I presume he's on medium tyres, because all of a sudden a late race pace from Jack Miller. I assume he's on mediums. Here he comes then. He's coming around the outside. Ooh, cut in front of him. Into turn 2. Now braking up the hill for turn 3. Ooh, a little bit deep, get it all slowed down. Hook up a decent exit again, a little bit wide. Who's down? Oliveira. Rossi's dropped down to 6th. Where's his pace gone? Has he used up all his tyres or something? Tito Rabat's down as well. It's going crazy back there. Crutchlow's only in 16th place. The only one getting consistent performances right now is Marc Marquez, who leads this race by a mile. He's cleared off. We're actually closing in on Dovi now. We've got Miller behind as well. He kept us honest on the last lap, but we've pulled away a little bit. This has been a much better lap. Tyres are feeling good too, really good. Tyres are feeling so good. The bike's never felt this good. Someone about the Aprilia is working here today. The engine upgrade worked as well. Got some more power from the engine, which is helping us down these straights. 30.5 from Marc Marquez. This has been a good lap from us, so I wonder what lap time it's going to be. 31.6, so we're a second off of him. But we're in 3rd place. I would have expected the other AI riders to be about that sort of pace, so I don't know what's going on with them. We've picked up a little penalty here. A little bit annoying. Alex Rins goes down. We've only got this lap and the next lap to go. I got 2/10 of a time penalty to deal with, so if I get past Dovi on the last lap, I've then got a bolt by about 1/10 of a second, but the tyres are feeling really good. Soft front, soft rear was a really good choice around here. I'm going to go for power mode 2 down the back straight again. Got a bit of extra fuel to use up, so we'll use that up now. Bit of slipstream as well, won't harm. Late on the brakes into the chicane. Flip the bike over. And we're 4/10 of a second off of Davizio, so this is good. This is really good. But what's not good is we've got a time penalty. Could we get second place here? Well, I need to secure a podium because we've got Miller behind. But look at this. Under acceleration, the engine's awful, but at top end speed, I think it's pretty good now. Oh, couldn't get up the inside Dovi there. I tried, guys, I tried. Got a lot of tyre life I can use up. Alex Marquez hits the deck as well. Lots of crashes in this race. Danilo Petrucci's next up behind us. Whoa, up the inside. Whoop. I was going to get a thumbnail there. But yeah, decided it wouldn't be very good. Dovi's still ahead of us. On the outside, he's holding us up a little bit now. Let's go on the power. Pick up the slipstream. Oh, he's just pulling away, pulling away, pulling away, pulling away. What about on the brakes though? He covers off the inside nicely. I'm going to flick it off the inside though. Ooh, look at that side by side contact with Davizioso. Look at those flaps on the wheels. Right then, back to the action where we're side by side with Dovi. Oh, he gets across the corner a bit as we go side by side through there. Oh, going to send one up the inside now. I've got 2/10 of a time penalty to deal with as well. So I now need to bolt. We're ahead of Dovi for now. He's still there with his teammate as well. Both Ducatis, factory Ducatis to fight off. Let's chuck it into the final 2 corners. Oh no, we've ran wide. That's not good. No, good exit if we can. Power mode 2. Let's go. I think that's enough to get second place. I think that's enough. Did we get it? Second place on Aprilia. Yes, we did. Look at that. An absolutely fantastic race. The AI had no pace apart from Marc Marquez. I'd have expected everyone else to have pace near Marquez, but everyone either seemed to get into battles or, you know, don't really know what happened. Fabio Quartararo, if he didn't fall off, he'd have been right up there as well, and he'd have been tough to overtake. But I think everyone that was quick just sort of fell off, which is unfortunate. Our fast lap of the race was a 31.6. Dovi must have used up all his tyres or something, although he only got a 32.3 as his fastest lap. That's really disappointing. Petrucci 31 flat, so that's good. What a good result that is, and that's going to chuck us up the championship. 10th place. Spot on. Up 5 positions. Late bit of form here. Right then. Aprilia, 7th in the championship. 5th in the Constructors. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to repeat that out on Mugello, but we're going to carry on the engine. I think focusing on the engine is the best strategy to get this Aprilia near the top. But that's been it for today's episode. I really do hope you have enjoyed. It's been a thrill, this episode, so I hope you guys thought so too. We're on a charge now. Can we carry this momentum forward? I doubt we'll get another podium until later on in the season, but we're going to have to keep pushing, keep the momentum going, and I will see you guys for the next one at Mugello.